All right, let's talk about something that's, well, a huge deal in the world of care, being on time. But we're not just talking about punching a clock here. We're going to dive into how punctuality is actually a massive part of being a professional, compassionate, and truly effective caregiver. So let's get into it.
And just a quick heads up, all the great insights and the framework we're about to walk through, they were developed and put together by Stephen Bolden.
So, let's just start with a big question right off the bat. What is the real cost of being, say, 25 minutes late? It might not sound like a ton of time, but believe me, the impact is way, way bigger than you might think.
Because the truth is, it kicks off a massive ripple effect. You know, like when you toss a stone into a calm lake? That one little action sends out waves that just keep going and going, touching everything and everyone around it.
And where does that ripple start? Right at the very center, the epicenter. And that's the person who is counting on us the most, the client. Their experience is ground zero for everything that follows.
So, to make this really hit home, let's look at a story from our source material. Let's talk about Sarah. For her, 8 a.m. isn't just a number on a clock. It's an absolutely critical moment for her health.
Okay, and this is where you really see the dominoes start to fall, one by one. The caregiver shows up at 8:25, boom, first domino, delayed insulin. That immediately leads to the second domino, Sarah's blood sugar spikes, which then knocks over the next one, her whole morning routine, breakfast, her shower, you name it, it's all thrown into chaos. And the final domino to fall, a community outing she was really looking forward to gets canceled. That 25-minute delay literally cost Sarah a piece of her health, her comfort, and her connection to the outside world.
But yeah, those ripples, they don't just stop with Sarah. They keep spreading out and they start hitting the entire support system, her other caregivers, their teammates, and even the whole organization.
And wow, this slide just lays it all out, doesn't it? For your team, it means a coworker might get stuck with overtime. Handoffs get rushed, which is a perfect recipe for mistakes. It can even make the next caregiver late for their client. And over time, that stuff just eats away at trust and morale. Now zoom out a little bit to the whole organization. Suddenly you're looking at a lower quality of service, documentation mistakes that could lead to huge compliance issues, and a real breakdown in the trust that clients and their families have in you. It's serious stuff.
Okay, so we've seen the problem. It's a big one. But here's the good news. We have the power to handle this. Let's flip the script and talk about solutions. Think of this as your professional playbook for turning a tough situation into something totally manageable.
So, if you remember one thing from this, let it be this, the golden rule. Communicate immediately. I'm not talking about when your shift starts or when you're already late. I'm talking about that exact moment you realize, oh no, I'm not going to make it on time. That's when you have to pick up the phone. It's a total game changer.
And this chart just breaks it down so perfectly. It's the simple do this, not that for professionals. On the do side, you call as soon as you know, you give a realistic time, you explain briefly, and you show you understand it affects the team. On the flip side, we've got the stuff you want to avoid, waiting till the last minute, saying I'll be there soon, making excuses, and just assuming it's not your problem. The difference is what separates a pro from, well, not a pro.
In fact, you can even use a super simple 4-step script. It makes the whole thing less stressful. 1. Just say who you are and what's up. 2. Give a real ETA, no guesswork. 3. Briefly explain why, like there's a major accident on the highway. And 4, and this is a great one, offer to help get things back on track once you're there. It's clear, it's professional, and it shows you care.
And look, none of this is about pointing fingers or making you feel bad. It's about building a culture of reliability, a culture where we all know, hey, we're in this together. You're not on an island here.
And this is what that support system looks like in action. When you give that early heads up, your team and your supervisor, they jump in to help. They'll work with you to figure it out and make sure the client is taken care of. It's a two-way street for sure. The organization is there to back you up and to recognize you when you're consistently reliable.
Which brings us all the way back to the main point, the one big principle behind all of this. Punctuality. It is not about a time card. It's an act of respect. It's how we show our clients and our teammates that we value them. It is the absolute cornerstone of professional care.
So, I want to leave you with one final thought to chew on. This isn't just about preventing bad things from happening. It's about building something good. So ask yourself this: how is your punctuality, your reliability, going to actively build up a client's confidence and their independence day in and day out? It's a powerful idea, isn't it? Thanks for your time.